Hi creators and escapers, Justin here. And today I'm here to talk about escape room pop-ups at venues. Buying your very own Create and Escape pop-up game that belongs to you and you can run at any time using your own staff, whenever you want it.
This is a video version of a leaflet that we recently produced when working with a high-profile client to figure out what the best way of running an escape room at their historical venue would be. First of all, why might a venue want an escape room? Well, it's a great way to turn your museum, your country house, your music venue, your festival into a story, to give it an appeal that goes beyond its normal demographics and reaches out to family groups, stag parties, younger demographics, teenagers, people in their early 20s, people into games, which is a growing demographic along with the trend for immersive entertainment. Traditional rooms can be a bit difficult to build, which is why a pop-up escape room is ideal, particularly for venues which have a limited amount of space or aren't able to fully customize certain spaces. For example, if they're in a listed building, or if they're renting a space. A pop-up escape room gives flexibility that means that no matter what the space, no matter how often you run it, an escape room is something that you can have in your venue. How does having a pop-up escape room enhance your visitor's experience? It adds an element of teamwork to your venue. It means that people are encouraged to come along with their friends or family, or as part of a day out, like with a stag or hen do. It also encourages people who wouldn't necessarily be as interested in the subject matter of your venue, especially if you're something like a museum or a monument. It also enhances the storytelling. The escape game format is ideal for adding an immersive element that people easily understand the concept of, but which gives them a way of relating to the story you're trying to tell them in a very personal and exciting way. Finally, the memories it gives you. Each escape room is a one-of-a-kind experience. It's designed to be talked about afterwards and remembered. It's a story that you only ever get to do once, and which sticks with you because of the challenges you did together, the theatrical nature of it, and all those little moments of, wow, when you solved a puzzle or discovered a cool trick. An escape room will stick in your visitor's head long after they leave. So what are some formats for running an escape room inside of a venue? Well, we like to categorize it as the chest, the quest, and the test. In the chest, most of the puzzles and boxes and compartments are all inside one big customized chest found in one of the rooms of the venue. All of the puzzles for the game are inside of the box, although some of the clues might be scattered around the room. As players make their way through the game, they start unlocking things within the one box, almost like a pass the parcel, but with more padlocks. The second is the quest. Now, the quest involves puzzles being scattered all around the venue, meaning that they get a bit of a walking tour built into the game. Obviously, this can mean that they need some supervision following them around as the game goes on, but it's a great way to get them looking at all sorts of different places and exploring all the overlooked nooks and crannies that a big venue might have. Finally, the test. The test is a bit of a hybrid between an escape room and the activity sheets that particularly educational establishments often have for an engagement activity. In this, you'll be carrying around a sheet that will be giving you certain information based on the things that you find or see. At the end of the visit, you will be able to use this information that you've gathered to solve some puzzles and finally complete the game. This version of an escape room is a bit less immersive, but it's very useful if you need one that can be played by lots and lots of people at one time, for example, a school group, or if you want something that doesn't have a time restriction in the same way and doesn't require as much monitoring. So how much might it cost to have an escape room specially built for your venue? Well, at Create and Escape, we pride ourselves on being highly flexible and adaptable to all sorts of different needs and capabilities. This means that depending on your budget, we can create a very small, compact game with low costs, or if you have a somewhat larger budget, we can create a really high quality game with custom pieces and an impressive scale that's sure to wow your visitors. When we've quoted for companies in the past, we've managed to bring out a cost of about £4,200, with a running cost monthly of about £800 or £900, including staffing. Assuming a fairly conservative estimate of attendance, this should be able to pay for itself within a few months at most. What's Create and Escape's track record with this sort of work? Our first bespoke escape room was for York Minster. We designed all kinds of specialist puzzles, including an entirely mechanical magnetic box system with hidden keys, compartments built into the back, custom crates, an accumulator puzzle, magnetic cranes, burned wooden tablets, and even a rotating disc puzzle that let you find a code based on words you'd gathered throughout the entire game. We've also built pop-up escape rooms of our own for festivals. We've other videos about these, the firing line and the accidental death of an anarchist. Some of our favourite puzzles from these included a very special whiteboard hiding a secret tunnel, a pizza hidden throughout a room, which, when assembled, revealed some very important information, a specially modified computer that could be hacked into, a fascist dog, a time bomb in a briefcase, and some creative uses of playing cards, mugshots, office fans, water bottles, and far more besides. We're going to be using many of these in some of our collaborations coming up toward the end of the year with companies like Imbroglio's Murder Mysteries, where we're going to be reimagining some of our old games in a new context. If all that sounds good, or like it might be of interest to your venue, here's how you get in touch with us to create you your very own escape. Just contact director@createanescape.co.uk and we can book in a meeting to discuss what you want out of the game, your budget, location, and how it might work in your space. We're very happy to collaborate with your own creative teams, or to do all the creative work ourselves, whatever's best for you. Once we've agreed on a concept, our puzzle master will draft a game for you. We can go through the designs, see what we like, and edit anything that you want changed. When that's all agreed, our talented specialists will construct your game, and when it's ready, we'll bring it to you, and we'll train your staff, provide you with manuals and technical support, and you'll be ready to roll out your pop-up escape room whenever you need it. Where would you create an escape?